Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Perimenopausal Chats. I'm Gina Liberty, and I just got done working out, and I thought, hey, I'm going to just come and chat with you a little bit about a few things. And this is basically going to be about a couple of habits, or habits in general, because since last fall, when we decided or realized we were moving, had to sell a house, do the showings, move across states, all of the things that were stressful, coming to a new state, a new place, and finding all the new things, very stressful. My body took a solid 4 months to feel safe again, to feel like it could let go of some of that excess weight that I had put on during that time for various reasons. The stress levels were higher, and so now my body has calmed down. I can tell because why? Because my body is getting back to where it was before all the crazy happened, right? And it's been months. Have I freaked out about it? No. Have I lost sleep over it? No. Because I know that I have put in place a strong, healthy foundation with all of my healthy habits that work for me, that work for my lifestyle. And that is what I preach to everybody. It's got to fit your life and your lifestyle, your likes, your dislikes, or it will never be sustainable. And it will sustain you through things like this. You will have the tools to make it through that. And even like me, who I've been a coach for, I don't know how many years now, but also coaching myself over many, many years, especially in the last 6 years that I've been in, 6+ years I've been in perimenopause. And I was able to lose 40 pounds and, build this sustainable lifestyle for myself and take care of my mind and my body and my hormones as best I can. The thing that triggered this video is I was talking to my sister about water. No, I wasn't talking to my sister about water. I was talking to her about protein, stress, taking care of yourself, feeding yourself, things like that. The water came in because I looked at my water. Can anybody relate? Something shiny. But then I did a short Instagram video on water, and it triggered this habits thing because some people do not like drinking water. They don't want to drink plain water. They don't know how much water they're having. They don't know how to track it. Same with protein. They don't want to track the protein. It's just a pain in the butt. All these things. You don't want to do these things. I am sorry to tell you that first, to make any change, you first have to become aware that where you're at so you can make a change to where you want to go. You have to know where you want to go, obviously, but then you have to be aware of where you are so you can make the steps to get to where you want to go. And if it's lose weight, feel better, put on my jeans without having a second thought, having energy to go up the stairs, having energy to bring in your groceries, to play with your kids or your grandkids or your dogs, or, just go out for a hike or a walk or whatever it is that you like to do and want to have energy for. That's what I'm talking about. All those types of things where you need energy. You want to feel good enough to do the things that you love. You want to be able to keep up with your friends and your family. That needs support for your body. That needs the healthy habits set in place to make your strong foundation. So that way, when you do have a storm come in your life, your foundation doesn't break and crumble. Just like a house. I've mentioned this before. A house has to have a solid foundation or else it will not withstand the storms that come through, the winds that come through. All of the things that get thrown at the house, it holds it up because it is a strong foundation. And the habits within that are the beams, the concrete, all of the things. So, I want to know how you create habits. Do you have a hard time with habits? I feel like I coach a lot of women on doing one small thing. And if you've been around at all and listened to any of my things, you will hear this over and over because repetition is key. And until you get it locked in, it's not going to stick. So how do we do that? How do we do that? We stack it with another habit that we already have. If you have a habit that you're already doing, if you need to take your supplements at night before you go to bed, if you brush your teeth at night, just do your supplements right after or right before. If you make coffee in the morning, drink that glass of water first before you turn on the coffee pot, or after you turn on the coffee pot, get that drink of water in first, that whole glass of water. Because when we sleep at night, that's when we get dehydrated. We don't drink anything at night, so our bodies need that replenishment first thing in the morning. If you can throw a little Redmond salt in there, that's great. That's the only salt that I use anymore because your body needs to absorb to be hydrated. And if you just drink plain water, it will just run right through. And if you put some Redmond salt in it, your electrolytes, whatever, it tends to absorb into your body more and keep you hydrated. So that's a reason why some people still feel dehydrated when they drink a lot of water. If they're just drinking plain water, then that might be the case. Also, the other thing I briefly touched on, and we need to talk about this in another video, is that if you drink something sweet, like some of those sweet electrolyte drinks, if it tastes sweet, you're triggering insulin. And this is probably the number one. I'm going to say this is the number one reason why women can't lose weight, period. Especially in perimenopause, menopause. This was my case. I tried everything under the sun, and until I realized that insulin is key because it is the fat storing hormone, then I started having more success. So anyway, I don't know where I went off on that, talking about habits, but there's other things like the water. There's just things like protein, movement, strength training, sleep, stress, all the things. If there's something that you can do to help in each of those areas, just try that one simple thing, but only pick one of those. Like if I said, hey, if we want to change something in your world to make you feel better and to have more energy and to lose the excess weight and whatever it is, to have a clearer mind, whatever it is that you are looking for, out of protein, movement, strength training, water drinking, stress, sleep, which one of those sounds easiest to tackle right now? Which sounds the very easiest to you? Go ahead and answer it. Comment below if you want. Send me a message. Let me know what it is that you picked. Mine was movement years ago. It was movement. I was like, I can get out and take a 15-minute walk. 15 minutes is nothing. I can do that every day. And so that's where I started long ago. And now I have all my habits in place. And it took time. And it took a little patience and perseverance. And knowing that you are worth every bit of time that you put into you, period. All of this stuff that I'm talking about is all for you. It means that you care about you. It means that you're putting yourself first before you take care of anybody or anything else. Because if you do not, you won't have the energy for yourself left if you do it for everybody else before yourself. You have got to take care of yourself, and especially now more so in this stage of life, because everything in our body seems to be working against us randomly, off and on, all the time. Every woman is different. So we need to put everything in place in our power, in our control, that we can set in place for our lifestyle so it can be sustainable and we can best support our mind, body, and hormones going now and going into the future so we can have the best life, because we can do that. We can have an amazing life. We can feel better. We can be more clear. We can have more energy. We can lose that excess weight. We can wear whatever we want without worrying about it, whether it fits, whether it looks good. We are just going to go with what we like when we wear it. Different concept. It was for me, or it still is kind of weird for me, but the clothing thing. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. And I feel like I'm all over the place, but I really just felt like talking about the habits, and it really can be easy. You just have to choose one simple thing, get it into place. I've had this conversation twice today. Put it into place and do not move on to another thing until you have that set in stone. Like you are doing it like it's second nature. You don't have to think twice about it. And when you realize that, then you can move on to the next easy step. Yes, it's going to take some time to build this, but I promise you, this is going to be worth it for you. You are going to wonder why you didn't do this long ago. And if you have all these in place, talk to me. If something's not moving and you're not seeing progress in some place, talk to me. Let me know what you're doing. I am looking from the outside in. I can maybe see something that you can't see right now. It may be just a very small tweak that you need to make. Whatever it is, I am here to help you. I know that you can have an amazing life and feel your best, and it doesn't have to be doom and gloom. So I guess I wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about habits, foundation. Again, yes, I will talk about it until I'm blue in the face, until I'm off this earth, because it is super, super, super important for your vitality, for your everything. And what else was I going to say? I just want to encourage you, I guess. I want to encourage you that there is more out there and that you can feel better, and all the things that I just said. I know I just said them and I probably repeated them 3 times, but they're worth repeating. So if you have any questions, if you want me to look from the outside in to see if there's anything that you might need to tweak if you're not moving in your progress, if you need help figuring out your first easy step, just comment below, email me, Instagram me, whatever's easiest. I'll put all my contact information in the description. If it's easier for you to do that rather than comment, that's totally fine. But I want to help you however I can, because I want you to know that you can feel better. You can lose that weight. You can have a clearer mind. Is it all going to be 100% awesome, wonderful, perfect? No, we're humans. Perfection is not attainable. So I hope you're not striving for that, because that's a whole nother story as well. Man, there's many things around in this video that I touched on that could be other videos. So I'm going to take notes on my own video, and we will touch on those later. So if you want to chat about anything that I haven't chatted about yet, then send me a message on that as well, and I will get something put together. But until next time, remember that something is always better than nothing, and that something can be so small that you think it's not doing anything, but it really is. It is making an impact in your life and in your health, in your mind, your body, your hormones, all of it. You are supporting yourself. And that's what we need to do more of, is support ourselves, encourage each other, help each other know that we're not alone. We're not crazy. Our body's not broken. So, yeah. I am actually building a community right now on a different platform so we can have more conversations, like just literally feel like we're sitting in a living room having a chat together. So if that sounds like something that you have been looking for, be on the lookout, because I will be promoting that soon. Sometime within the next month is my hope. And if you are interested in that and want to just send me a message with questions, or to let me know that, yes, this is something you've been looking for, I would gladly take those. So again, remember that something is always better than nothing, and we will chat soon.